Hello again, Denny H Retro Gaming Master here. Sorry I haven't made many videos lately. Unfortunately, I've had a number of health problems, so obviously I've had to cut back on them, sadly. So anyway, let's take a look. Now, obviously, we all know that eBay is one of our go-tos for video games and buying bits and pieces, consoles, etc. So let's have a look and see what's on there today. We've got Music Magpie selling one of their PlayStation 4s, refurbished one, £195 apparently. 10% off, that would make it probably about £180. Well, no, actually, no, make it about 170, 125, take away 19, £176. You've got Mario Maker 2 there. Stock must go. Yeah, and a lot of these places, sort of like online retailers, they always have their eBay selling. They always like to sell on eBay as well. So anyway, let's take a look at some of the others. Mario Maker. I've always wanted to try that out and see what it's like. I've never actually tried it, but obviously if I get a Switch and when I get a Switch, I will have a little look at that one. Dead by Daylight Nightmare Edition, £32. Here we are. Here's a good one. Pokemon cards. Usually, if it's cartridge only and it's a Pokemon card, then and it's basically classed as brand new apparently, even though it's not sealed or in the packaging, it's usually probably a fake or a repro. Got an expansion pack there, another Pokemon game there. Anyway, shout out to anyone who's selling anything here, if you are selling things. So hopefully good luck, and hopefully you'll get what you want for your items. That Pokemon Red, I think I picked that up recently actually. I'm pretty sure I picked that up recently out of CEX with some credit. Discs. They're always them sites. They always those ones there. They always have a sort of different price range. I mean, obviously ranging from £2.50 for a Wii disc to £22. Obviously, I would have a look at that, but obviously you can know that the £22, some of the more expensive games in that list. I don't know if you'll be able to recognise any there. Any games in that list are usually going to be the more desirable ones. 31 game collection, Switch. Might be worth a look if you want to go down retro route. Another game bundle there, disc bundle of various prices. 181 Game Boy game cards, brand new. I'm not going to say what I think of that. Elden Ring, PS5. Need to get a PS5 at some point. There's another one there where you've got loads of big bundle of games there. You can guarantee that one of the Pokemon games is probably going to be the most expensive one, or maybe some of the rarer ones, rarer hidden gem ones. Built-in 800 classic Game Boys. I do like those little machines actually, to be fair, because it gives a. I mean, sometimes the quality of the games isn't as good, but you can always guarantee that you know they will provide some fun for a little one, or a nice little intro into retro gaming. Sniper Elite, another game disc bundle there, various prices. PS4 VR games bundle, Modern Warfare beta code, Ghost of Tsushima. 32 of them been sold already. Starter bonus there for the Xbox One. Back to the Future PS3. I wonder what Back to the Future is like on the PS3. Hopefully it's not as bad as the NES version, Nintendo NES version. Another beta all-in-one game cartridge. Well, to be fair, I think those game cartridges, backtracking a little bit, they are a good idea if you want to have a nice collection on there, but I prefer the original games. Wipeout Fury for the PS3. Looks nice. Another Music Magpie game there. Horizon Standard Edition. Video game poster, etc. Vintage video game poster, etc. I like those listings actually. They look really nice if you want to have a load of posters. Money making guide for GTA 5. $15 million to $25 million a day. So yeah, I mean, them sort of ones, they do make me smile a little bit, because they do make me laugh a little bit in a way, because you know, part of the fun of GTA 5 is making the money, online and in the actual game. That is part of the fun, discovering what you can do, and then maybe looking at some help for some guides on there on Google. 800 game console, another one of those little retro consoles. Oh, excuse me. Wii console and 15 free games. Wonder what the games are. Wii Mario Kart, 2 wheels. Mario Kart always a nice one to find at car boots, that one, or in the charity shops if it's selling it cheap enough. Another bundle of Xbox One games, Metro Exodus for the PS5. One of the cheap PS5 games by the looks of it. DS games, another little bundle there. LA Noire. Oh, I don't know. PS4. It's interesting. Cyberpunk. Sims. Amstrad CPC 464. That's a really cool find actually. I like some of them old computers from back in the day. GT7 Wii Play, £3 free apparently. Not you're gonna pay that, of course. You're gonna buy that for 50p at the car boot. Mega Drive collection. I do love those listings. That's pretty cheap actually for the PSP version. To be fair, you've got Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom Prince's Edition for the Switch. Interesting. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. That is such a brilliant bundle. That if you want to play on a current or previous gen console, want to play the Crash Bandicoot games, Just Dance. That's practically nosedived in value. That game. Used to be able to trade that in for a decent amount, but not anymore. Prices are just nosedived as they have for Gran Turismo 5. Oh, what the devil? Gran Turismo 4's there. Monster Hunter for the 3DS. Mario Land, that's such a classic, that is Mario Land. Bug for the Sega Saturn, that looks an interesting game actually, pretty cool. WWF's Warzone, some of them old WWF games are so cool. Really like them. PS5 Uncharted. Jumanji the video game for the Switch, car only. Dino Land for the Genesis, that's the American version. It'll play on my Mega Drive because it's been modded to take American cartridges. Lego Nintendo Switch games, brand new and sealed. Pretty good deal that actually, to be fair, because obviously Lego games do command a bit of a premium value. Oh, some posters arrived. Sims 4. Anyway, I'm just going to the next page and then just pause while I do that. What I'll do is we'll have a look at this next page of games, and then we'll go on to most expensive ones, because I always like to do that. So we can look through it with me. Another bundle of PS4 games. Game Anthem for PS4, brand new and sealed, £3, £4 rather. That's pretty cheap for a sealed game. GT5, Grand Theft Auto 5. When are they going to release Grand Theft Auto 6? Okay. Mario 3D All Stars, that looks brilliant. That does up. That's probably a recommended purchase at some point. Tekken 7, brilliant game. Middle Earth Shadow of War for the PS4. Apparently that's new and sealed. It's another cheapie to buy new and sealed. Watch Dogs cartridge bundle there for DS. DS, 2DS, 3DS, whatever. Most expensive one, £16. Little Nightmares, it's an interesting game. Pac-Man for the Switch. Some of the old classic Pac-Man games, I would assume. Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the PS4. Pokemon Arceus, that's pretty cheap. Mind you, it is an auction listing, right enough. For the Switch. Devil May Cry 5. Biomutant. Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 for the PS4. Them Olympic games never really seem to hold on to their value, which is a bit of a shame, because I'm sure they are fun. Assassin's Creed, Ridge Racer, Chronos Before the Ashes, Hitman 1 and 2, Wii Party, that's a good one to find at car boots actually, like especially if you want to trade it in or resell it or whatever, because it does have a command of pretty good value, that one. Wii Games Pick Your Own, Probably a really awesome game at the that's the most expensive. Transformers Devastation. Some of the Transformers games are really cool. Another Wii game bundle there. I imagine the Mario games are probably going to be some pricier. PS5 Grid Legends, Elec, Xbox One. Another pick your own bundle for the Wii, $5.99. Gran Turismo 7. PS4 Battlefield. Waking Dead Saints and Sinners. Yeah. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. PS2. It's an interesting game there. I've never really played it. I'd like to have a little look at that one day. If I find it cheap enough, that is. Deathloop. Ghostwire. Rapid Racer. Pretty cheap for a PS1 game, to be fair. I think I've heard that's a pretty cool game. Over 500 PS1 games at £2.90 each. Wonder what he's got there. Castleween Game Boy Advance. Never heard of that one. Is it like Castlevania? Disney Magical World Enchanted Edition. AO are selling Nintendo Switch Sports. I wonder how that compares to Wii Sports. Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. Different titles there. That's another good game to find cheap at car boots and charity shops. PS3, various titles. Legacy of Kain and Soul Reaver, that's a good game. Pretty decent price as well, to be fair. Doom 3, NBA 2022, 500 games, all £2.50 each for PS3. PS2, $2.99.5 to $9.99. Dishonored 2 for £2 for the Xbox One. Mario 3D World for the Switch, £26. Soul Calibur 2 GameCube. That's actually the Soul Calibur game that's got Link in it, where you can play as Link. You can't play him in the PS2 and the Xbox original versions because they don't have the licensing, whereas Nintendo have the licensing for Link. So yeah, it's really cool to play as him. I have to try and find that someday. So we can have another Link adventure playing against Soul Calibur characters. Carnival Games. You can find that cheap enough. That could be a decent find. Wipeout. Wipeout games are brilliant. I really like the Wipeout games. God of War. PS4. Yoshi's Crafted World. That looks like a good one to buy. Gauntlet. That's pretty cheap for Gauntlet, actually, to be fair. Some of the older Gauntlet games are worth quite a lot of money these days, especially the NES and the N64 versions. Pikmin, that's another one I think is worth getting. Sega Master System Games multi-game cartridge 600 in 1. That's basically that's a Master System cartridge that's had an SD card installed which the Master System recognises. Or either that, or something's put in, or a memory card's put in the internal memory. Anyway, something there. Anyway, I'm going to pause it, and then we're going to look at some of the most expensive ones. We all love to do this, don't we? Have a look at the most expensive games and bits and pieces. So let's have a look at some of them. $250,000 there if you fancy Jump Superstars for the DS, brand new, apparently. Marth Amiibo Defect 2 Swords, 160,000. Buy a house for that. Buy a house for the other game as well. Original Nintendo Game Boy, this is from Spain incidentally, from 1990, 133,000. No thanks. And there's a graded one there as well, and that console will never get used because it will still stay in its original packaging. Original Friday the 13th controller, quite nice actually, to be fair. Wouldn't pay just under 98 grand for it though. Kobe Bryant signed final game ticket, 86 grand. Mario's Time Machine, sealed and graded, 80 grand. No, thank you. 53 grand for Virtual Reality 4, person shooting range, simulator VR arcade game. Looks like an arcade sim kit, that one. 1992 Turbo Duo, factory sealed. So if you ever see a Turbo Duo, buy it. Going cheap, buy it. Especially if it's sealed. Commercial SD Reality per 12-person ride. Yeah. Where exactly are we gonna put that in a house? I mean, it'd be good for a retro arcade or something like that, or if you've got the room for it, I'm sure that'd be awesome. But you know, because I do like seeing them on eBay, believe it or not. £863 postage just for the postage on that. Mario Brothers sealed and graded there for the NES, 50,000. And there's also Mario Brothers 3, which is 1 penny less. Although the Mario Brothers 3 is actually from Australia. Virtual Reality Kids Rotating Shooting Simulator. Looks quite funny actually. Another Virtual Reality Centre there from America. Another one there. Oh, we've got Zelda Ocarina of Time there, factory sealed, 45 grand. Another arcade VR simulator. Another brand new Game Boy for 43 grand from Italy. And another a few of all those virtual reality game centre things. You've got brand new version of Duck Hunt there from Canada for 39 grand. Another virtual reality sit on ride thing. Another shoot 'em up there. That looks pretty fun actually. If only you had the room for these, eh, the money. Kingdom Under Fire Heroes, 32,800. Apparently. Nintendo MB2 kiosk store display. That looks decent. That looks pretty cool actually, to be fair. Deal or No Deal Power Fruit Machine. Anyone fancy a Deal or No Deal Fruit Machine? Snippet 30 grand. Another brand new and sealed Game Boy. And a few other virtual reality machines there. Right, J Flash Gaming. Ultimate Xbox Demo Disc Collection, 25 grand apparently. 25 grand for a Power Glove. No thank you. Remember AVGN's review on that? And a glove ball and the Power Glove as well. No. Don't think I'll be paying that sort of money for that. Another virtual reality centre there. A couple of virtual reality machines there. Let's flick through those. Shooting one there. Egg Ride one there. Another brand new Game Boy. And a brand new sealed, or is it? Oh no, it's pre-owned actually. Backward compatible CECHA. Now that's the really rare PS3. That one, the CECHA model. £20,000 if you fancy it boxed. It's in Japan as well. It's in Japan. Mind you, Japanese consoles will play any games because PS3 is a region free. So yeah, Asian version of Mario Brothers there for 20,000 in an auction. Oh, 10 mixed fruit machines for 20 grand. Is that for all of them or just for one? Brand new sealed and graded version of Legend of Zelda. 20,000 if you fancy it. And 20 grand for another Game Boy. So anyway guys, that's a little snippet of what's on eBay at the moment. Good luck to any of the sellers who are selling these items. Take care and I shall see you soon in another video. Bye bye.